And with that, we begin Act 3. The themes are being and becoming, meeting the moment, and dreaming into the future. By the end of this act, everyone here is going to have a role to play, so you know that's called foreshadowing. I'm using all my humanities words tonight, and I mean that literally. It's not a metaphor, and it's not an analogy or a simile. Gratitude is a word that means a lot right now, and I just want to let you know how deeply all of us at Illinois Humanities appreciate you choosing tonight to be with us. It means a lot. If you don't remember who I am, I'm Gabrielle Lyon. I'm the Executive Director of Illinois Humanities. Thank you. And for the past 6 years, I've served as Executive Director, and I have been very humbled leading into this evening. I'm a mom, and I have 2 kids. I have some family with me. I want to give a shout out to my beautiful nephew, Elias, and my partner, Josh Fox. I'm also a historian, and history in the house. And I'm a descendant of political and religious refugees and immigrants, and perhaps you are too. So this work's personal. If you're in this room and you chose to be here, it's because it's personal. It is. It's personal. And tonight, we're doing something that is increasingly rare and increasingly important, which is we are creating a public. It's ephemeral. It's elusive. It's a golden thread. That's what runs through democracy, the formation of a public. And so I mean it when I say it means something that you chose to be here tonight in community. I also mean it when I say I wasn't quite sure we'd pull this off. You know, back in April, some of you know, we got this email from Doge. It was like 11, 12 at night. And it was basically a kind of email kneecapping of sorts. We weren't sure what exactly was going to happen, but we were preparing. We have a great board, we have a great community, we have a great staff, and we rallied. And those funds that were cut were about 1/3 of our budget, about $2 million. And so we've had a lot on our hands, and I mean it when I said I wasn't really sure if we were going to pull this off. I was worried, but I didn't need to be, because we have a fabulous captain of the ship named Morgan Higgins, who is in this room someplace. And she kept her hand on the tiller. And we had a secret ace up our sleeve called Allison Cuddy. Allison, are you in the room? Yeah. So Allison helped us curate our history. I hope she's waving. I can't see a thing. But here's the thing that I learned from Allison, working with our archives and illuminating the themes that we are all experiencing tonight. The opportunity in 1974 is exactly the opportunity we have right now in 2025 to activate the humanities so that we can be in community with one another and develop wisdom and vision. And we all need a little more of that. But I'll tell you something, the opportunity is the same, but this organization is not the same, because we're changing. We're changing because we're learning from our partners like Erin and like so many of you in this room. We're changing because we're feeling our role more deeply. We're feeling that responsibility more deeply. And frankly, we're changing because our vision has expanded. We are understanding this work as systems change work, as social justice work, and that we have a vision that says you cannot have a state that is just and creative and connected without the humanities being central. So here's the job for us. Yeah, right. That's the job. So this is the job. We're going to build by design an equitable cultural infrastructure. We're going to ensure all residents can engage with the humanities, and in particular, we're going to reach and continue to reach more and more communities least likely to have access, including folks like Delilah, who couldn't even be with us tonight. And we're changing because the context for the work is changing, in case it's not clear. Is it unclear to anybody that the context for the work is changing? So we need to change, and let's talk about changing now. Let's talk about right now. And I just want to say one last thing, and I'm excited for what's going to happen next. Chris, where are you? I see you. You're right in the right spot. You guys are going to love Chris. I love Chris already. Chris, you're going to do a great job, right? Of course you are. I want to talk about right now, because there's a story going around, and we have a different version of the story. The story going around every day, and they're telling you, and they're telling me, and they're telling everybody in this room and everybody outside of this room that we are simple and flat and reduced, that we are almost nothing, but we know that we are more than this. We're more than an affiliation with a political party. We're more than how we voted in an election. We're more than the decision to not vote in an election. We're more than the titles of our jobs. We're more than the numbers they give us in a database that makes us less than human. And this set of things is enveloped in a story that is also not true. Every single thing you're experiencing this night is a contradiction. It's a counterbalance to this story that we are being told. That whomever they are, they're not us. They're not like us. They're less than us. They're probably not quite human. They're basically dangerous, and they're coming to destroy us. And if you think that that story isn't hard, not just for the people at the target, in the center of the target, it's bad for us to hear that story too. It hurts all of us. So tonight, So tonight, it's our 50th anniversary. It is our 50th, but we are just getting started. We are a nonpartisan organization at a moment when being nonpartisan is understood as an act of resistance. We are in a moment when it is radical to be willing, just willing to meet people where they're at with a sincere curiosity. It's radical, right now, radical, to be willing to give any ground in an attempt to just find some common ground. Erin Evelyn just invited us, radical hospitality, to come to Rushville. And even as doing that, she's asking you to just be curious and see what it's like, and that it might be different from how you think it might be. Because it will be different, but it's not all different. Because the truth is, in every single one of our 102 counties, there are people who are making and protecting spaces for challenging conversations, for homegrown history, to uplift undertold stories. And so, my friends, whether or not you choose it, engaging in public humanities may itself be fundamentally human, and it is also radical. So look, 50 years, there's a timeline, you can go get your photos taken, there's good stuff ahead, but I will say this, we have never been needed more than right now. When Mike Dorff told his history, that came out of an understanding of an imagination of what might be possible to create a great country here at home and on the world stage. But now we're really needed. We are needed right now. It's not just an idea. We've been building these muscles, the counterbalance to these stories that we are being told. We've been building these muscles for 50 years. We are ready for this moment. We are building momentum, and we need fuel to run. Cue Chris. And so I invite my new best friend, Chris Hensley, on stage to help all y'all help us find the fuel we need to dream into the future. Thank you.
Gabe Lyon, ladies and gentlemen. Bravo. Bravo.